What I want to be when I grow up. Take two. For this introduction, we are going to be talking about the three different jobs that I chose for this project. And for our quick overview, we're going to be discussing salary, job duties, outlooks, and conclusions. And for the salary, according to the Census Bureau in 2018, the median salary in the US was approximately $85,000. And for the three jobs that I chose, speech language pathology assistants, according to the American Speech Language Hearing Association, speech language pathology assistants employed in the United States in May 2025 earned about $62,385 per year. A special education teacher is what I chose for job two. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, special education teachers working in kindergarten and elementary schools earned an average salary of $63,000 as of May 2024. And a behavioral health technician in the U.S. earned salaries that range from $41,000 to $57,000 in 2024, according to Glassdoor.com, and the national average salary for this profession was $52,000. So pretty much anything that I choose is going to be less than the national average, but to me, I would rather have a job where I feel more fulfilled and happy and I like going to every day than having it just be about money. For enjoyable duties for an SLPA, SLPAs assist in developing an individualized plan of care, implementing the treatment plans and protocols under the direction of the pathologist. SLPAs help pathologists in examining clients. They conduct written and oral tests and use special instruments to analyze and diagnose the nature and extent of the impairment. For me, this is something that sounds really fun, coming up with a creative way to help kids work on their verbal skills, and not having to be the boss would probably be a little bit more exciting because I feel like that would be really stressful. The less interesting job duties for an SLPA for me would be working with people who may have oral motor problems that cause eating and swallowing difficulties. In medical facilities, they may work with physicians to develop and execute treatment plans. I don't want any part of working in a hospital or a nursing home. They freak me out. Having to teach someone to swallow or eat again, that part of this job is not what I am looking to do. And an enjoyable duty for a special education teacher, teachers design and modify instructions so that it is tailored to individual student needs, and they work to make students as independent as possible by teaching them functional skills for daily living. I pretty much do that now as a paraprofessional. I am in a special education room, so our teacher, she makes all of our programs and the paras. We present them to the kids, we teach them to the kids, and we incorporate a lot of daily living skills into our education because of the population of students that we work with. They need the repetition of daily living incorporated with education. The less interesting job duties for a special education teacher, in my opinion, is working with the gifted and talented students may need extra challenging assignments, a faster learning pace, or special attention. Special education teachers are responsible for certain amounts of paperwork, including forms that are required by the school system or the government. Working with the gifted kids isn't where my goals would be if I was a special education teacher. I like working with the kids that need the extra support socially, emotionally, behaviorally, the ones that might need the extra boost, that have the really strong IEPs. And for the paperwork side of it, after watching what my teacher goes through daily with the data and the forms, that's not very exciting to me. And the enjoyable duties for a behavioral health technician is technicians help to treat include obsessive compulsive disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and as you can see on the screen, there's quite a list of things that BHTs can help with. Behavioral health technicians meet with clients to assess the type of behavioral problems they have, conducting one-to-one interviews, taking notes, collecting information and data on intake forms. I love taking data. It's one of my favorite part of my jobs. So that to me would be a very enjoyable aspect of it. And the less enjoyable duties for a behavioral health technician is they may help patients learn how to keep their clothing and living areas clean. And the job has physical requirements that are sometimes called upon protective movements or holds when deemed necessary. I myself am safety care trained. I know how to do a hold. Do I want to do a hold? No, not at all. Never. It's like the worst day ever when you have to actually do a hold. And doing cleaning and living clothing stuff, that's just not fun to me. So the job duties conclusion, I'm leaning towards the SLPA. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. That's what I'm in school for. I'll do my associates here and then conclude my programming at Stick and then go to the Elms to finish up my program so that I can become an SLPA. And the aspects to compare, I chose the employment outlook. Now, an employment outlook for a speech language pathology assistant is the Department of Labor predicts that employment for speech language pathologists will grow much faster than the average at 18% through 2033. And for a special education teacher, it's expected to have little to no change in employment through 2033. But in the years to come, the demand will grow for special education teachers due to the increase in the number of special education students needing services. And a behavioral health technician, per the U.S. Department of Labor, behavioral health technicians are expected to have job growth of about 9% from 2022 to 2032. So the comparison conclusion is every single one of those jobs is going to have employment available. You might just have to look. Certain parts of the country, I'm assuming, will not have as many available as other parts of the country. So for the conclusion, it's the SLPA for me, the speech language pathology. I like the hands-on, the teaching, the way that the teaching is done. I still get to work with the same population of students that I work with now, and watching some of those kids grow, even just in my duties as a para now, it's where I need to be. It's what I love to do. So here's my works cited page. If you have any questions, feel free to email me and I will respond and answer them as best as I can. Thank you.